What's up, guys? How you doing? So let's put this video to have a serious debate because, as you know, Sunfury, the new DBC server from Atlas, will be releasing October 20th, and I suggested many controversial topics um, all the way till here until these moments of the pre-launch. Um, First controversial thing I suggested is that they kinda invent a system where you're able to buy PvE items, but only usable in arena through a more accessible way. So you will grab more PvPers to the server and eventually more streams, more content creation, blah blah blah. And well, that idea I think got in the cage, which is okay. We're making this video just to discuss and to theory craft, which many of us we love to theory craft and having debates. So the next idea I have proposed recently is that they implement haste gems since the very beginning, which will be the green haste gem and the blue haste gem. And as there is not haste items in phase 1 and phase 2, you will be able only to build up to as much 5% to 7% haste, which is 80 to 100, unless they put Battle Master of Haste, which I don't think they will be doing so. But just keep on the video if you like the theory crafting, if you like the debate and you like the discussion. So obviously haste will be a change that will be mostly for mages in arena. Haste in PvE, I think some classes may benefit out of haste, but I'm not quite sure if they will run the healers out of mana in lone 25-man fights. So I'm not sure on the side of PvE, but I'm sure on the side of PvP. And at the very end, 5 to 7% more haste in season 1 and season 2. Is it better than spell damage, spell crit, or resilience? You have to really wonder that. Also, we have to assume here that main quickening gem is banned. Also, we have to assume here that engineering belt is banned. So, what brings the situation of let's say 80 haste to 0 haste, we are assuming that there is not NQG, and on the other side we will have to think about two scenarios, whether we have engineering belt or we don't have engineering belt. What is being said so far, and that I totally trust, is that it's not that impactful, but it will reward a skill in a way that you're able to make one more global CDs out of a sequence of 10 spells, or maybe you're able to do the sixth global CD before someone gets on the pillar, behind the pillar. So that's the relevance of haste, but it's not that much. And in the high-end PvP, people know into contests that will not have any problem with that eventually. But at the same time, I don't know, because I think we're putting the focus here because I proposed it so, but The real focus is that Season 1 and Season 2, mostly Season 1, the life is so low, and banning Engineering Belt is already an upgrade for double DPS's comps. Insanely upgrade for double DPS's comps. And I think the end of my discussion and the end of my proposition is that for Season 1 Engineering Belt, and maybe for Season 2 too, could be fair, but together with green and blue gems of Haste, that will be my ideal, I think, so far. Because this situation, compared to not having Engineering Belt and not having Haste, I think Mage Rogue and Double DPS comps get benefit from not having Engineering Belt in the game already. And that's the bigger picture, to be honest. And so far, it's not insanely good that you will haste, okay? Because in many situations, you will have a window to do 6 spells, and maybe you will want to capitalize those 6 spells fully with spell damage. And this also makes the game more monkey playstyle in Season 1 and Season 2, which from other point of view, we all agree, I think all the high-end community agrees that the most relevant and best season and most iconic season was Season 3 of DBC, then maybe Season 4. But Season 3 is kind of the center of DBC, the most balanced everything. And that's my favorite Season 2, I have to say, and you know that already. And why do I say this? Because obviously, if you put more life, but together with putting more life on the game, you put more haste, then you come to a situation where it's kinda Season 3. But I will say that having Engineering Belt and having 5 to 7% haste is not Season 3. Wouldn't feel like Season 3 at all. Not by any mean. And what I was saying with the spell damage thing is like, okay, because some high-end PvPer told me already when Classic DBC started, like, okay, the Mage Rogues doing the Shatter were the ones that were winning because they played tricky to get the Shatter. But now I'm finding that the ones, even without main quickening gem, doing full instant spells are getting rewarded, because when you do a Shatter, sometimes, many times, 1 trinkets, and then your Shatter gets denied, and you got 0 value, compared to if you just went with instant spells. So at least 1 trinkets and you get the other guy to 50% life. Maybe you force Bubble, NS, whatever. Pains up. So, and this can be slightly countered. Only slightly countered, but fair enough, by having some haste. You have some haste, then you have less spell damage to play the monkey strategy, and maybe you attempt to cast and to play more tricky and to know when to cast, when to not, instead of having kinda more monkey playstyle of Season 1, which, if we compare it fully to Season 3 playstyle as Mage Rogue, you have to be more playmaker than more one-sided strategy or more one-sided situations. You know, in Season 3, after Season 3, you have to be more playmaker. You have more haste, but it's not enough because people have more life. So if we are saying that's my point of view, and let's have a healthy debate around that, because it's also, maybe they don't put this on LS. I don't care. Just do this for the theory crafting and for the debate, and to enjoy debate as we really love DBC. okay, as a real game in many ways, okay. So I think to conclude that season 1 with engineering belt and making the players flexibility to build up to 5% to 7% haste wouldn't happen much. That's the raw reality. And also it wouldn't be like season 3. No, it wouldn't be like season 3. NG belt will be tricky sometimes it backfires, sometimes you can spell steal it. You deny also double DPS comps many times, which are pretty OP on season 1. So I think that's a real balance. Having engineering belt plus some haste, allowing the players to have the flexibility, and that's for me is under the concept of Sunfury TBC. That I have to say, I'm not criticizing Sunfury TBC or in a bad way. I mean, I love Eldest. I love Sunfury TBC. My respects to them fully. And then upon that, then I make this debate. Okay? And that's the point. Some haste plus NG belt will be season 1 experience, will not be season 3 playstyle. Not having NG belt and not having any haste will be like monkey playstyle. We get the stance, we just win. We just win. You know, we just win. We just instant spell, we win. We don't care if you trinket or not. And then if not win there, as we have a double trinket in opener, we just have time to reset and win on second go. It doesn't matter. But with NG belt and some haste, it's like maybe you don't have that much spell damage, and they have another resource, so you have to play make more, a tiny bit more. It will still feel like season 1. So that's the point so far. Let's have a healthy debate, not answering to city comments, as I said many times. And hope you're hype for Endless Sunfury release. See you soon.